Hey guys, here with Conk. Conk, you feel more than welcome.
Hey, this is Kong here.
We're going to
I
be
know this is not.
watching one of Hanimations animations, and so far I've liked this YouTuber, so I want to see one of his videos and see how you guys like it. So without further
Yeah,
ado,
yeah. So am I. I do watch a lot of Haminations as well, since Yzron was the guy that first introduced this YouTuber. And before you guys ask, no, that was not my typical intro. Okay, it's not the hello 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 everyone as in my other videos, but this is just for this. Okay, this is just for this. So for any Timber Army members out there that are watching this, that intro was just for this, okay?
lol. All right, let's start.
Alright, here we go! Wow.
Hi, welcome to Bryson's cooking show. Today we are cooking cereal. First add cereal, then— But Bryson, what if I like pouring the milk first?
Oh,
Oh gosh,
As I was saying.
kill
we
him!
just got human baloney.
Yeah, human baloney right there. Yeah, yeah, if you try serving that to someone and tell them that it's not sure, kind of hiding the fact that you're kind of like, double.
Oh gosh, that poor guy.
First add cereal, then milk, and voila, we've got cereal. What? Wait, no.
The gates of hell open wide to receive thy soul. Now submit
gosh.
thyself to unending torment.
No, please, I'm a good boy.
Whoa, that got dark.
Oh no. Oh, please save me.
You didn't give me enough treats. Oh.
I guess the dog's mad at him.
Power to, like, feed your dog's dogs.
Okay, wait a minute. This is his cooking Things took a dark turn for that.
Yeah, it's mind reading.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and I once started a grease fire in my house. And believe it or not, this is not the first fire that the Haminations family has endured. Let me start at the beginning. Now, almost all these stories revolve around one sibling, the pyromaniac of the family, my oldest brother, Brody. Now, before I decimate my brother's reputation, slander his name permanently, and ensure that he's never allowed within 500 feet of a lighter ever again,
Brotherly love.
let me just preface with this. I love you,
Brody.
Brody. Our journey begins when Brody was 3 years old. I remember it like it was yesterday. Except I wasn't even born yet.
Poor guy wasn't even there and he still knows what happened.
I guess you could kind of say it's like, it's the power of seeing things from the God's heaven point of view. Like, put this in your dictionary. If you see things from a heaven's point of view, you're seeing things from God's eyes.
Fair enough.
My family was visiting our grandparents and uncles, and my Uncle Mark decided to have some bonding time with Brody. It remains a mystery to this day what Uncle Mark was thinking, but he decided to teach Brody how to use a lighter and how to lock doors. Two essential skills.
Man, that's all the skills you need as a child, am I right?
Yeah, like, come on. If you want to teach a 3-year-old to do stuff right, do not get him near any lighter or anything that sets things on fire.
Nah,
Apparently.
you gotta teach kids flamethrowers and locking doors for some reason. It's just that's the best teaching method, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and you know also the more effective way of teaching a 3-year-old how to make fire is make a giant fireball of death and destruction and make it turn into Independence Day.
Oh gosh. Ah.
For any 3-year-old, obviously. In one fell swoop, this knowledge transformed Brody from a harmless toddler to a dangerous fire hazard capable of burning the house down. Brody put his knowledge to use immediately. He locked himself in Grandma's room, hid under the bed, and
gosh.
started melting the wax under there. The
Well,
bottom
that's
of the
bad.
bed began to burn, and the wax started
Very
melting
bad.
down.
Do you see his eyeball right there? Just like how
Yes.
absorbed he is into the flame.
Yep. That's what happens when you use a fire as a fidget.
onto the carpet. The family smelled the smoke and ran around the house looking for Brody.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
The door was locked. When they finally got in, they saw Brody with a lighter in hand, standing next to a burning bed. They put the fire out quickly as Brody watched. Even though I wasn't there, I can imagine Brody grinning to himself, because born inside him at that moment was a flame that would never go out. This was the beginning of a lifetime of pyromania. My parents were rightfully mad at Uncle Mark, and years later they got back at him. Uncle Mark's son was very young, and my parents were visiting. Hey, little guy, come here. I'm gonna teach you how to use a lighter.
No!
Best type of vengeance.
Yes, I mean, sure. Teach a tiny child how to use a lighter. Like, that's gonna go wrong in a matter of seconds.
Well, let's see what happens.
No! No!
Skip it up and down up.
Does your family have a pyromaniac, or are you normal?
That just happened.
Well, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. I mean, I never, ever go to pyromania.
Pretty much.
My main goal is to blow up.
The next incident happened 1 year later. Brody was 4, and I remember it like it was yesterday. Except I was still not born yet.
Poor guy's still not even on Earth.
Yes, yeah, it's like I said. It's the God's eyes point of view. Remember,
Mom was out-
Put that in your own personal dictionary right there. It's
Inside the house talking to a friend, and Brody
Pretty
was
much.
inside unattended. He decided that he wanted a hot dog. He had seen our parents use the microwave before and thought, oh, I just need to put it in the microwave, hit a couple buttons, and hit start. So that's exactly
Yep, that's exactly what you do.
Yeah.
what he did. But he unknowingly set it to over an hour. A while later, Mom's friend noticed smoke coming out of the windows in the house. Mom ran inside in a panic and found Brody with his hot dog. I tried to make a hot dog, but all I got was a piece of poop.
What a tasty
Yeah.
hot dog.
That's more than a piece of poop right there.
Dude incinerated the entire hot dog.
Yeah, like forget about a piece of poop. This is more like a piece of hot lava.
Honestly, it's like what is it, magma.
It's just basically charcoal now.
True.
hot dog was reduced to a flaming carbon crisp, burnt to the very core. And that's how my family house almost got burnt down by a hot dog. Then the next year, when Brody was 5, he got glasses. This time I remember it clearly. Except I still...
He still wasn't born.
I said it once, I said it twice, and I'll say it again. It's the God's eyes point of view.
hadn't been born yet. Once again, he was left unattended in the kitchen. Brody found a lighter, sat on the counter,
He found a lighter. Who left the lighter out is the question.
A dumb guy, that's who.
and began lighting it over and over. You know, for entertainment. Then he thought, I wonder if my glasses are fireproof. He slowly began to raise the lighter closer and closer to his face, and... the lens cracked. Mom? What? What was that noise? Did you break your glasses? Yes.
Oh gosh, the mom's reaction's gonna be scary, dude. Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah. How many of you other watching this are probably gonna have a 10 out of 10, yep, parents gonna freak out reaction?
Oh, but many.
Cause I think the same thing. 10 out of 10, parents probably going to freak out.
Oh
That's
gosh,
why.
let's see.
And that's just the tip.
I was right.
Yep.
Yeah,
You say
sure,
this is the tip of the iceberg, though.
Uh-huh.
For
Sure,
the
tip of
iceberg,
iceberg
or
is
Firebird.
slapping your-
Brody, in his teenage and adult life, has regularly set paper towels on fire on the counter, started fires outside for no reason, and put tinfoil in the microwave. I'm not even joking. Hey, Brody, what are you cooking? And when Brody was 6, he had to be held on a leash whenever he would go out. Yeah.
Oh gosh, you have to be a maniac to get that treatment.
Yeah, well, think of it this way. Well, at least he won't get away.
Hey, that's true. Not a lot of fires will start if you have them on a short leash.
Just imagine he's just gonna slip off the leash while he's not looking.
He's gonna have like a toy car. Getaway driver, let's go.
Yeah, come on.
He
we got
was
a
one of
pyromania
those
guy.
kids. However, even the leash could not contain his chaotic nature because somehow, in one day, Brody set off a car alarm, an elevator alarm, and an airport alarm. If you haven't figured it
Okay, an airport alarms, that's gonna stink.
Yeah. I mean, this is not like pyromania now. It's like 3 ways to get arrested.
Dude, okay, an elevator alarm and a car alarm aren't terrible, but an airport alarm I feel like will be like a couple worse. It's gonna be worse.
Yeah, that's one way to get you off to jail.
Dude's only 6.
out yet, let me just spell it out for you. Brody was a menace to society. He's still a menace, but his wife keeps him in check.
So
Sure.
so he has to be watched at all times.
Sure. He's still a menace to society. I'm surprised he wouldn't become a villain at this point.
You could give him like the power to like firebend or something.
Yeah, that or just or probably just a lot of multiple flamethrowers, or better yet, he's just the sun.
Good
He's
glory.
the sun at this point.
What do you want to bet he has like this magnifying glass somewhere in his pocket ready to like set fire to ants, ant hills, the grass?
Or better yet, forests, trees, anything.
Oh no.
Most of the time. Now, all these stories were about Brody, but this isn't Brody's channel. Now it's time to talk about how I started a fire. But at least it was an accident, unlike Brody who set stuff on fire on purpose. Also, all Brody's stories happened when I was just an unborn soul vibing in the quantum abyss. I kinda miss it. Anyway, on to my grease fire story. At this point, I had finally been born, and I was about to start a family recipe with my roommate Dallin. The chicken was defrosting and it was almost ready, so I put some oil in a pot and set the stove on low to heat up and be ready for the chicken. At least I thought I did, but I accidentally put the heat on maximum overdrive. Then I got distracted talking to Dallin and forgot all about the chicken.
Yes.
After a while, the room suddenly started filling with smoke.
Oh, the room's filling with smoke. How big do you want to bet the fire went?
I'm gonna say it's probably, judging by his probably gonna come from the pot, I'd say pretty big.
I say
I
decent.
wonder what that could be. We looked and saw a plume of smoke coming from the pot. As I ran over to try and fix my horrible mistake, the smoke caught fire and blazed forth an eerie orange glow. I saw into hell in that moment, and the face of Satan stared back at me.
Well, that's
Then,
creepy.
for an excruciating couple seconds, I sat there frozen, wondering what to do. Have you heard the term fight or flight? Well, there's actually a third option.
Yep, freeze.
Freeze.
Fight, flight, or freeze. And I think you hit freeze.
And my brain chose freeze. Dallin saw that I was paralyzed and quickly jumped into action. He grabbed a bowl and carefully covered the pot and extinguished the flame. I was so embarrassed that my big, strong roommate had to save me. I very gingerly helped get rid of the smoke by opening the windows. I cooled and cleaned the pot and very carefully finished the recipe.
I'm not gonna lie, if I set a fire like that and the pot was on fire, I wouldn't know what to do either.
Yeah, same here.
I'd have to
I
stand. I have to stand and
if
watch just for a few
if
seconds.
If I saw a pot that was like burn from the fire on the top notch, I'd freeze.
Yeah.
So good and tasty.
I also apologized profusely to Dallin, who insisted that it wasn't a big deal. I honestly can't properly explain how embarrassed and ashamed I was. I was just trying to be an adult and make a meal, and I almost burned my house down. But I learned a valuable lesson. The lesson is, have a roommate who's not afraid of fire. I will be more careful in the future, and hopefully next time I won't freeze. To end things off, I want to encourage you all to be careful and cautious when cooking, because you could literally die. Also, stay away from Brody or he will burn down your house.
Well, that's dangerous.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go on a limb here. Like, sure, have a roommate who's not afraid of fire, or just get a fire extinguisher at this point.
Oh yeah, or one of those new fire blankets that came out, they could just throw the blanket right on top of the fire and extinguishes it.
Yeah, like either that, or get someone who set everything on fire.
Pretty much.
Or get a.
Fortunately, fire won't be an issue for me, because since my fire incident, I have mastered waterbending. And I've mastered firebending. Don't do this, Brody. Don't challenge me. It won't end well.
We went straight to the Battle of Elements.
Exactly.
Dude made an entire torpedo out of himself.
Yep. I think my bet's on Bryson. I put my bet on Bryson here.
Alright, I'll say Bryce as well, because it doesn't look like firebending in a lake is gonna save you.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, got like ice crawling up the water.
I'm sparing you, brother. I'm letting you go in the name of our past friendship. But I warn you, even a single step out of line will result in your permanent end.
Not even 2 seconds.
Whatever, this game sucks anyway. You're just mad 'cause you lost. Maybe, but at least my house isn't on fire. Hi, thanks for...
That was great.
I did not realize that was a video game, but...
Neither did I. That was great.
I mean, sure. Like if I wanted to master anything to bend at will, it'd probably be water or ice at this point.
Pretty much. Dude, water bending in a lake is just overpowered. A firebender can't beat that.
Yes, because for all of you at home that just watched this, I'll give you a little bit of info. Water puts out fire. That's your tidbit.
True. But if you're not around enough water, I mean, like, the fire can just make it evaporate.
I mean, sure, with the power of steam.
Alright, since that's the end of this video, I think we'll just call it good and see everyone later.
Yeah, also, if you guys want to check out my channel, then by all means, go right ahead. I've got a lot of great stuff for you guys.
Absolutely.
All the way back to, 2020. And if you guys do subscribe to me, then you'll be helping me out a lot for reaching my milestone of 1K subs. So if you want to subscribe to me, then by all means, go ahead. Then you'll be part of the Timber Army now.
Yeah. We'll call it good.